no gold is not enough.
The First World War took place in 1914 and ended in 1918. It was the first major war conflict involving powers from all over the world. The assassination of a major Austrian nobleman would mark the beginning of a 4-year war conflict. The countries that took part in the conflict were the following: Italy, Germany, and the Austro-Hungarian Empire formed the Triple Alliance, also known as the Central Powers, while France, the United Kingdom, and Russia joined to create the Triple Entente. The fighting took place mainly in Europe, but involved countries from the 5 continents, such as the United States, Australia, Brazil, and China.
The reason. These countries were confronted by a series of territories that had been disputed for many years. The incident that triggered the First World War was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria on 28 June 1914, who was heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Franz Ferdinand was killed by a Serbian nationalist. For this reason, Austria-Hungary claimed responsibility from Serbia and declared war on it. But then, Russia came out in defense of Serbia, and in response, Germany, allied with the Austro-Hungarian Empire, declared war on Russia and France.
At this point, you might be wondering, but why did the other countries start meddling in the conflict between Serbia and Austria-Hungary? Well, beyond the end of a dynasty, what was at stake was political power in Europe. Countries saw this conflict as an opportunity to justify war, an excuse to conquer other countries legitimately. At stake were the great European empires of the time, encompassing territories now occupied by several countries.
Great Britain. Great Britain was the leading Allied power during the First World War, fighting against the Central Powers. The armed forces were greatly expanded and reorganized. The war marked the founding of the Royal Air Force. The British great naval, financial, and diplomatic strengths were critical to the Allied victory. Its unprecedented creation of a mass army was a major strain, and victory required progressive government involvement in economic and social matters. The immediate effect of the war was to slightly flatten the country's social structure, but other effects are disputed. In political and military terms, Great Britain was a substantial winner from the war, and except in relation to the United States, it emerged stronger than before.
And this is it for today. If you like our video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and also share with all your friends. Bye bye!